black lads may have more mounts and machines, but the...
House.
What the devil is going on? Where are our reinforcements? Why does Willem not ride out to face the foe, relieve besieged towns?
I can't say.
Beware, Millie. Keep a keen watch.
Meave's retinue was riding through a narrow gully when a shrill cry cut the air.
Defensive formation!
New orders? No? Ah. Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
One boat's all I need. Quiet, or the Commissar will hear. Gardy devils, hungry like a wolf I am.
Brach! Scheiß! Try!
We must trust each other.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
A highly curious case.
Off to the front yet again.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Quiet! Or the Commissar will hear.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Take it anymore.
Left, right, left, right. Again and again and again. Army's a waste of time for one like me.
One goal is all I need. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
What do you want of me?
For Rivia! A lesson in humility coming now.
You will sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Discipline shall bring us victory. Time I taught you some respect.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Your Majesty.
Meave's retinue.
Defensive formation!
101, 102, 103.
Yo.
152, 154.
One bolt.
Alba!
Left, right, left, right.
What? Who dares?
Again and again and again.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Brach! Scheiß! In Tay!
Should have listened to me old lady.
Defensive formation!
101, 102, 103. Hundred and 52, 154.
Nilfgaard! Give me a target.
Meave's retinue
Defensive formation!
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Yep.
101, 102, 103.
Nilfgaard! One boat.
Alba!
Give me a target.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei!
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
Off to the front yet again.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Quiet! Or the Commissar will hear.
If you insist.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Our ballista, your command.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei!
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
A highly curious case.
I'm a monster.
I want them taken alive! I need answers!
After the skirmish, the Queen's troops brought several Nilfgaardian prisoners before her. Reynard, who had the best command of their mongrel tongue, interrogated. His first question: how many battalions were marching on Dravograd?
Kes, Zagdran, Ep, Dravograd, Ven.
The prisoners whispered feverishly, then one spoke on their behalf. They would answer no questions until the Queen pledged to free them in return. The Lyrian soldiers saw this as arrogance and said as much.
Conditions they're giving us now? Sons of whores! I say, we find a tree with a strong bough, several...
Ignoring the objections of her retinue, Meve pledged what the soldiers wished. They, in turn, admitted their commander had pushed forward ahead of the army's core force. He now awaited reinforcements that would let him take Dravograd. The prisoners claimed these units would march through the village of Turnifen.
To lay there in ambush. Hold them. They could not join forces.
Reynard whispered, leaning in towards the Queen.
We would gain the advantage for the decisive battle.
Meve had obtained invaluable information, while the prisoners would gain their freedom. Or so it seemed at the time.
I would ask you to pledge to not reveal our position to your commanders,
said the Queen.
Yet so eager were you to share your army's secrets with me that your word is of no value. Leave my sight.
Once the Queen's words had been translated, the prisoners breathed a sigh of relief. Freed, they ran as fast as they could towards a wood, glancing back to make certain there was no pursuit. But Meve kept her promise.
Blackclads trampled my son, your majesty. My lady, I've nae much. Blackclads.
Meve and company passed by a village evidently pillaged by the Nilfgaardians. From afar they had heard cries, but as they drew near they recognized them not as cries of grief. The Queen demanded an explanation. A ruddy-faced blacksmith stepped forth and spit.
A Nilfgaardian spy the horse and is, your majesty. He's the one brought him here to raise the village. He's got to hang.
The other villagers...
Whence this certainty of his guilt? Have you any proof?
asked Meve.
Did anyone see him communing with the foe? Did he hold any coin with a foreign stamp?
The villagers eyed Meve angrily, their hands clenched into fists. Yet none dared utter a word in protest.
Know this. The Blackclads need no reason to pillage our homes. Now stand aside and let this wretch go.
The elf tearfully thanked the Queen, then begged her not to leave him behind. Instead, he pleaded vehemently to join her.
So be it,
said the Queen after a moment's consideration.
Find the quartermaster. He's to put you to work. And now we march.
The villagers gazed with hatred as the company left the hamlet.
I swear it, your majesty. I swear it, your majesty. The elf was scheming with the...
Neve's force made its way to the place the prisoners had indicated, a quaint village named Turnifen. And indeed, soon a cloud of dust. Though her troops were eager to face the invaders in battle, the Queen never gave the signal to attack. Perhaps she did not wish to strain her force before a decisive struggle, or feared she would lose the element of surprise.
Remember this, Nilfgaardians. Blasphemy.
So many armed men in my life, and each one in black plate and winged elm. Heard them Nilfgaard. Riem! Riem!
Look at the palisades. The machines of war. Too many to count.
I cannot fathom it. Has Nilfgaard sent all its forces into Lyria?
No, your grace. But a single army.
Gods protect us.
The Queen uttered a juicy curse. Dravagrad stood before them, Nilfgaardians all round it.
Doomed!
Attack! Rid this city of all black-clad filth!
A dark shadow suddenly cut across the sky. The Queen instinctively brought her shield up, convinced a Nilfgaardian catapult had lobbed a boulder their way. Yet when the boulder landed, Neve stood in her stirrups, squinted, peered into the distance, and let out a hearty chortle. For the barrel had been loosed by neither catapult nor trebuchet, but by a rock troll consumed by fury. At what? A company of Nilfgaardian soldiers had pitched camp by the cave the troll called home.
Troll or non-troll?
Said the queen, drawing her sword.
Non-
Larum! Essayant to the Avian!
For soup!
Life is mine now.
Protect the troll!
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
Again and again and again.
Wise choice.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Nilfgaard!
One bolt I need. Aye.
Ah! It's safe!
Your Grace, the troll, it's a bit unpredictable.
Order!
Left, right, left, right.
Claw and cat down!
Time I taught you some respect.
Again and again and again.
Arbalist to your command.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
I'm a warrior.
Ah!
Should have listened to me old lady.
Tree!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Ah! This one's got spirit!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Humans good do. Soup help.
The Lyrians smashed the Nilfgaardian force. The troll, having grown suddenly pensive, gazed.
Clad in blacks, humans. No good humans.
Just so, Sir Troll. The Nilfgaardians are a devious lot.
Clad in blacks, humans hard. Why no good humans?
Do you know to whom you speak? This...
Greeting your queen. Soup is me.
There, Reynard. I believe I can manage this. Say, Shoop, you've quite the stockpile of kegs. Do you engage in
No. Kegs good for smash when Soup angry gets.
It means... well, to trade one thing for another. At a profit.
One thing for other.
Yes, if you play your cards right, you might just convince someone to pay you in rock.
Cards. Cards, kegs. A four-human go, Soup human.
The troll turned on his heel and ran out of his cave, his destination known only to himself. As she moved to leave, a hunch told Meve the world would...
Look at...
The Queen uttered a...
Doomed! Look at the palisades. The machines of war. Too many to count.
I cannot fathom it. Has Nilfgaard sent all its forces into Lyria?
No, Your Grace. But a single army.
Gods protect us.
The Queen uttered a juicy curse. Dravagrad stood before them, Nilfgaardians all round it. 3, perhaps 4 battalions of armoured infantry.
Doomed! We stand not a chance. Nilfgaard outnumbers us twofold. More!
Then our men must put double the spirit into the fight. Double the heart. Lyria!
Emboldened by their valiant queen and commander, the Lyrians charged headlong at Nilfgaard's lines into a hail of bolts.
Attack! Rid this city of all black-clad filth!
Your Grace, I see the commander. We must train our efforts on him.
Left, right, left, right.
Alba! Pays late. Again. Nilfgaard!
Again and again and again.
Our ballista, your command.
What? Who dares?
Armor won't serve.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Your Grace, I see the commander. We must train our efforts on him.
Nilfgaard!
Hellkatzer!
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei!
Attack! Rid this city!
Your Grace, I see the commander. We must train our efforts on him.
To thee, Nilfgaard!
Hellkatzer!
Pays late. Again.
Again and again and again.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Your Grace! There!
Nilfgaard!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Nilfgaard!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Left, right, left, right.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
Should've listened to me old lady. Give me a time.
Your Grace! I see the
Ours is not to reason why.
Nilfgaard!
Again and again and again.
Nilfgaard! Give me a target.
Keep calm, Tiberius.
Arbalist at your command.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
I'm a one, sir.
They retreat! Your Majesty, the city's ours!
The Nilfgaardians fled in panic, abandoning war machines, shields and arms, even their wounded. The defenders rejoiced. They laughed boisterously, and cries of delight and chanting could be heard all around. "Warrior Queen," they shouted. "Meve, Meve, Meve!"
Hear that, Your Grace?
I do. No sound rings more lovely to a ruler's ear. Yet rest on our laurels we cannot. Caldwell, the situation in the town, what can you tell me?
Wall breached. Thrice. 400 wounded, near 1,000 without roofs over their heads. All nothing compared to the grain stores. Went up in smoke during the siege. And it's some time yet afore the harvest, Your Grace. The war's just begun, I know. All coin should bolster the army, yet if we leave the folk of Dravograd no gold, there will be hunger.
The drought of 1258 I remember all too well. I saw famine, what it drives folk to do, the extreme. A strong army I need desperately, yet not at all costs. The townsfolk need gold to survive till the harvest. Count how much?
As you command, Your Grace.
The battle we've won, there's just the war that remains. And Nilfgaard will strike again, doubt it not. We must move on. Caldwell, ride ahead to Lyria. My son must call a gathering of the Council of Peers. Tell him so. We'll have much to discuss. Reynard and I will follow with the troops. We shall seek out any Nilfgaardian stragglers, prevent them from rejoining the main fort.
Meave's two adjutants bowed and left the Queen to think. She was hungry, sore from the fight, spent. Yet sensing her soldiers' eyes upon her, she set off for the stable, her gait brisk, her head held high.
Guardian boot. Thought 'twas certainty. Kings and emperors fight. Leave the common folk to tidy up. Your Majesty, you saved us, and not a moment too soon. Kings and emperors fight. Golden armor! Golden armor! Doctor, long may she live, our slayer of black cloud. Golden...
Niamh stood surrounded by advisors, discussing, when all at once they heard a mighty thud.
Bloody hell!
They looked to see a cavalryman who'd clearly fallen from his saddle. The men who'd witnessed the blunder began to jest, only to choke on their laughter. The medic's diagnosis: poison. In spite of his best efforts, the cavalryman breathed his last that very night. Soon, several other riders developed the same symptoms, and at the last...
Milady, a strange boat floated past. Milady, a strange boat floated past. Thought it... Where's Yanko? 'Twere dawn I sent him into the field, but he's not returned.
Astrologers proclaim...
All Nilfgaard. The shadow.
Horns sounded. Niamh recognized them at once as those of the Lyrian vanguard. She drew her sword and prepared to face the invader. Yet coming down upon her force were not Nilfgaardians, but bearded warriors clad in leather, horned helmets on their heads.
Reynard, what the devil? Sea raiders here!
So with us!
Reynard, what the devil? Sea raiders here!
Left, right, left, right. our steel to the test?
Reynard, what the devil? Sea raiders here!
Ah, should've listened to me, old lady.
Ariel's been chosen. The gods speak to him. So with us!
For blood!
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
I promise you a quick death.
Left, right, left, right.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Gods are blowing fair winds today.
Again and again and again.
I'm a voice.
Got a bad case of Lower's back.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
One boat's all I need. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
What is it?
You wanna pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Give us all you got!
Our ballista, your command.
Reynard, what the devil?
Again and again and again.
Reynard, what the devil? See...
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Ariel's been chosen. The gods speak to him. With us!
For blood!
We'll ransack your temples! Wipe ourselves on your vestments!
More hawk devour ye! Promise you a quick death.
One boat.
Sailed into troubled waters, mate.
You wanna pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
Give me a target.
Gods are blowing fair winds the day. I
only lose corpses. Sometimes they're quite fresh.
Give us all you got!
Horn.
Reynard, what the devil? Sea raiders here! Reynard, what the
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Let us put our steel to the test! Ario's been chosen. The gods speak to him.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
We'll ransack them!
For blood!
Again and again and again.
Ah!
What is it?
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Warhawk de Barrier!
Left, right, left, right.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Our ballista, your command. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Give us all you got!
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Armor won't say.
Holger Blackhand's taking on new swabbies. What do you say?
Got a bad case of rollers back.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Aye.
Lyria!
One bolt I need.
Sailed into troubled waters, mate.
The Skelligers fought hard, fought bravely, brought mayhem. Yet the Queen's ordered, disciplined force won the day. The islanders seemed entirely undismayed at their defeat. A trait of theirs, I must admit, I've ever admired.
Well, you're right scrappy for landlubbers.
That we shall yet see, sir. We must know something first. What brings you this far inland? What drove you from the sea?
Meve asked, crossing her arms.
Ha! What always drives us? Looting and pillaging. The coast's picked clean since long, so we set our longships up the Yaruga for gold and glory!
Amusing. I always assumed you to be honourable folk. Your very actions do so. You've attacked a land preoccupied, a land already at war with invaders. But I suppose it makes sense. You've ever feared to attack Imperials?
The Queen prodded gently.
What did you say, wench?
Gudmund had quickly turned red with rage.
I'll prove just how wrong you are, I will! Why, we'll be drinking mead from Nilfgaardian helmets for sundown! Follow me, lads!
Meve smiled as she watched the islanders gather their gear and prepare to march. She doubted not in the least that Gudmund would honor his pledge.
Here the damage seems not so great.
It appears Nilfgaard's not yet turned its forces towards the capital. We're likely to encounter no more than pathfinders and foragers.
So I hope.
can try to win them all, but you won't.
Armor won't, sir.
They're ashamed of this bloody waste.
I only loot corpses, but sometimes they're quite fresh.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Can't take it anymore.
Armor won't, sir.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Use this. If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
The Nilfgaardian invasion necessitated certain steps. Niamh had dispatched scrolls to her garrison commanders, based upon which they were to announce general musters. She'd hoped that by the time she reached Crydam, fresh recruits would be waiting to join her growing.
Since love of country seems insufficient motivation,
Niamh said, standing up from behind the table.
We must make coins speak. Sergeant, announce that all new recruits will receive twice the usual soldier's pay.
Though costly, Niamh's decision brought immediate results. Lured by the promise of gold, townsfolk in...
Nothing stirs.
Dragon! Alive
I've once seen it with my own eyes.
As Meave and company traversed the ruddy meadows, strident voices reached their ears.
I beg your pardon. I've heard enough. A duel!
Upon spotting Meave, the lords lowered their voices, bowed and presented themselves. Yet they could not keep their ire though she faced the not at all trifling matter of the Nilfgaardian invasion. Meave agreed to settle the dispute.
From what I've gathered, you've both burdens on your conscience,
said the Queen.
And I've neither the time nor the inclination to ascertain who started this feud. You will split the orchard in two, make do with half a piece.
But my Queen!
Should my judgment displease you, Mansfield, I can always incorporate the land into the crown.
The Queen...
You bloated ass bladder! We'd have managed it ourselves, I told you, but...
A contract.
Something's wrong at Abbott's Ravine. Why ever do the god... Night on the Ira...
On their way to the capital, Meave and company happened one fine day upon a lone rider. Had I been a
Identify yourself, sir.
Ake of Denel, I am dubbed. And my design I never concealed. The good book says the world is a garden which the gods once conferred upon man. And I have sworn ne'er to rest until the day when, with the gods' help, I have rid the world of...
Who do we spy?
Just as likely. How goes your hunt?
Monster. Too fair a term by far. An exceptionally vile worm has made its lair in nearby caverns. Its head, that of a wild cat of Ophir. Its maw full of spiked teeth.
Perhaps it will be most prudent, then, to send for...
A witcher? Soulless automatons they are, all. Feeding on common...
Sir Ake, far be it from me to discourage you. Your endeavor is noble, no doubt. But from what I have heard, manticores are exceedingly dangerous beasts.
To defeat this filth alone could be a difficult task, I'll not...
We shall help you find and fight the manticore, provided you then pledge to help us fight an even fiercer and filthier beast.
Of course, my lady. Yet what man...
Were it only. 'Tis a beast of 1,000 heads, covered in black armor, its fire consuming whole villages.
Noble lady, I know bestiary is only in parts, yet I've seen some of the world, and never have I heard of such a terror.
You need but look about you, and spot Nilfgaard's legion.
Devastating. But you must forgive me, your grace. This struggle between realms is not one to which I can lay a hand.
If such is your view, I shall not insist. The care you show for my folk I greatly appreciate, Sir Ake of Denel.
And to you, your majesty.
Not a scrap. Not a scrap. A whole village! Hallowed, mother. Not a scrap.
one of them golden sons. Nilfgaardians, they got...
What's a folk moving? Fair.
Night on the high road. Milady. Something.
Take it anymore.
One boat.
We must trust each other.
Well? Well? Well?
One evening, soldiers brought before Meve the elf she had saved from a lynching. It seemed he had been the fiend who had poisoned the water barrels from which several soldiers had drunk, then suffered and died.
Yes, I did it. And I regret it not one bit.
Seethed the elf.
Nilfgaardian, Temerian, some brute from Lyria. You Dwan are all alike. I detest...
I should drag you to the capital. Hang you high in the market square.
Meve said through gritted teeth.
Yet this you would want. Am I right? For your folk to speak of you? For your folk to remember? Well, you shan't have it. You'll hang here, in the middle of nowhere, with but crows to witness it and then pick at your eyes.
It was a summary execution. No sentence was...
We welcome you home, Your Majesty. Prince...